Right now, across Europe, the future of football is being built, literally. From billion-euro megaprojects to bold stadium upgrades that blend history with cutting-edge tech, these construction sites are reshaping the game in real time. We're taking you inside the most ambitious stadium projects happening right now and why they're set to change football forever. Let's start with the project that has already set the new standard for stadium excellence. Real Madrid's recently completed Santiago Bernabéu transformation. This 800 million euro metamorphosis has created something truly extraordinary. The entire exterior is now wrapped in a revolutionary steel and glass facade that displays images and videos, turning the stadium itself into a massive digital canvas visible from space. What made this project legendary was that Real Madrid managed to complete this incredible transformation while continuing to play their home matches throughout construction. Imagine performing heart surgery while the patient runs a marathon. That's exactly what happened in Madrid, and they pulled it off flawlessly. The new Bernabeu now showcases a retractable roof and a retractable pitch. Yes, you heard that right. The entire playing surface can be moved underground to protect it during concerts and events. The underground level houses additional event spaces, restaurants, and a museum that rivals any in the world. The capacity remains at around 80,000, but every single seat has been redesigned for optimal viewing angles and comfort. What they've created isn't just a football stadium, it's a year-round entertainment complex that generates revenue 365 days a year and has already proven that this model works. Meanwhile, in Barcelona, Camp Nou is undergoing its own spectacular transformation under the Espai Barça project. The total investment exceeds 1.5 billion euros, making it one of the most expensive stadium renovations in history. The new Camp Nou will increase capacity to over 105,000 seats, cementing its position as Europe's largest stadium. But size isn't everything. The design focuses on creating an intimidating atmosphere that gives Barcelona a genuine home advantage. The architectural plans show a stunning canopy roof that will trap noise and amplify the crowd's roar, while the bold design brings supporters closer to the action than ever before. The exterior will feature a facade that changes color and pattern, allowing the stadium to represent different themes and celebrations throughout the year. Construction requires Barcelona to play at a reduced capacity Camp Nou for several seasons, but the payoff will be enormous. AC Milan's new stadium project represents a completely different approach. Rather than renovating the legendary San Siro, Milan is building an entirely new 60,000-seat stadium right next to it. The design, nicknamed the Cathedral, features soaring spires and a unique facade that pays homage to Milan's Gothic architecture. The old San Siro will eventually be demolished, replaced by commercial and residential developments that will fund the new stadium. This new stadium will be shared between AC Milan and Inter Milan, but it's designed to feel intimate despite its size. Every seat will be within 100 meters of the pitch, creating an intensity that's impossible in many modern stadiums. The roof design includes acoustic engineering that amplifies crowd noise while protecting supporters from weather. It's a perfect example of how modern stadium design can combine tradition with cutting-edge technology. Stick around until the end to see which stadium renovation includes a literal forest growing inside the concourses and why one European club is building a stadium that can completely change shape depending on the event. Tottenham's new stadium in London has already set the bar incredibly high for what modern stadiums can achieve. Opened in 2019, it features the world's first retractable football pitch, with an artificial American football field underneath. But what's truly revolutionary is the South Stand, a 17,000-seat single tier that creates a wall of sound behind one goal. The engineering required to cantilever this massive stand over the surrounding buildings is absolutely incredible. The stadium cost over 1.3 billion euros and generates revenue streams that traditional stadiums simply cannot match. The design includes England's longest bar, measuring 65 meters, and a microbrewery that produces beer specifically for match days. But it's the attention to acoustic design that sets it apart. The roof angles and materials are specifically chosen to amplify crowd noise and create an intimidating atmosphere for visiting teams. In Germany, Bayern Munich's Allianz Arena continues to evolve since its original construction. The latest renovations include expanding capacity to over 75,000 and improving the exterior LED system that makes the entire stadium glow in team colors. But the real innovation is in sustainability. The stadium now generates its own renewable energy and features rainwater collection systems that maintain the pitch naturally. The psychological impact of these stadium renovations cannot be overstated. Players describe walking out at the new Tottenham Stadium as genuinely intimidating, while Real Madrid's new Bernabeu will create an atmosphere unlike anything in world football. These aren't just buildings, they're weapons in the battle for football supremacy. France is experiencing its own stadium revolution with several major projects underway. Olympique Lyonnais opened their Parc Olympique Lyonnais in 2016, featuring a unique design where the roof appears to float above the seating bowl. The stadium generates enormous revenue through concerts and events, proving that modern stadiums must be multi-purpose venues to remain financially viable. The technology integration in these new stadiums is absolutely staggering. High-speed Wi-Fi throughout the entire venue, mobile apps that guide you to your seat and order food, and LED lighting systems that can create different atmospheres for different events. Some stadiums are even experimenting with augmented reality experiences that overlay digital information onto the live action. What makes these projects even more remarkable is the logistical challenges involved. Construction companies must work around match schedules, European competitions, and weather conditions while maintaining safety standards that would make NASA proud. The precision required to install a retractable roof while the stadium remains operational is mind-boggling. The environmental considerations of these projects represent a complete shift in stadium design philosophy. Solar panels, rainwater harvesting, sustainable materials, and carbon-neutral construction methods are now standard requirements. Some stadiums are achieving net positive energy production, meaning they generate more power than they consume. Here's that forest I mentioned earlier. Eintracht Frankfurt's proposed stadium renovation includes living walls and vertical gardens throughout the concourses, creating a genuinely natural environment inside a modern football cathedral. Meanwhile, the new Everton Stadium at Bramley Moor Dock in Liverpool will feature a unique asymmetrical design where one stand is significantly larger than the others, creating an acoustic chamber that amplifies crowd noise toward the pitch. The financial implications of these projects extend far beyond construction costs. Clubs that invest in world-class stadiums gain massive advantages in revenue generation, player recruitment, and global brand recognition. The difference between a modern stadium and an outdated one can mean the difference between Champions League football and mid-table mediocrity. These construction projects aren't just changing individual clubs, they're reshaping the entire competitive landscape of European football. The clubs brave enough to invest billions in their stadiums today will dominate the sport for decades to come, while those that hesitate may find themselves permanently left behind in football's new golden age of stadium excellence. If you enjoyed exploring these amazing stadiums, a like and a subscription would mean the world. And if you want to see how stadiums can truly transform entire cities, click right here to watch our video on the top 5 stadiums that changed their cities forever. See you in the stands.